I'm Jonathan.
I'm Zach.
And we're Jamestown Revival. So we were childhood friends for a while. We wrote our first song when we were 15. And, I think Jamestown Revival, we really got serious about that when it was 2011, I believe.
Yeah, 2011. But to your point, I think it all kind of was set in motion when we were kids because we've been playing and writing music together for a long time and didn't seriously try to pursue anything together until 2011.
Honestly, we moved to Los Angeles really just to shock the system, to experience something totally different and to put ourselves in a position to where, we could gain some experience, we could gain some exposure to things we just hadn't found before, and we wanted to tell a story. And I think if you really want to tell a story genuinely, you got to get out and live a story. And
I think, you got to be uncomfortable because if you're just fat and happy all the time, it's really hard to write stuff that has any, grit or substance to it.
I would say the move inspired us lyrically more than anything else. It was content. I said it again, or I said it before, but it really was about telling that story. And we had no family in California. We had a couple of friends, but that was it. We didn't know how to get anywhere. It was like I really felt like we were in a concrete jungle, and lyrically that really did inspire some creativity. We thought it would be a good idea to record in a remote location, which was a good idea, but I don't think we were cut out for or prepared for how much work it was going to be. So we spent a week setting up a studio in this cabin. We ran cable snakes under the bedroom door and set up a control room in the bedroom, and then in this great room we set that up as our tracking room. And we went so far as to run down to the hardware store and buy 4x6 pieces of plywood and lay those down and put in a makeshift floor to get a little bounce off the floor and to liven up the room a little bit.
The garage below, so the master bedroom was turned into the control room, and then we would record in the living room right off the master bedroom, but there was a garage beneath it, and that turned into our reverb chamber, and we were playing with the positions of the speakers for where they would sit in the room and how it would bounce off the wall. And so it was a lot of fun to just play. And we lucky that we had our friends Ryan Littman and Daniel Dempsey with us because they're like mad scientists, and so they're playing with noises and running around.
We tried to make everything as difficult as we possibly could, basically.
Yeah.
No, not especially, but yeah, it was fun. We got to really play with stuff and really have fun. And you recorded 14 songs. I think 10 of them we put on the album, and it was an experience I think we'll all cherish and we'll never forget, and we're thankful to have had the chance to do. It was cool.
A lot of good memories. I think we have a lot of cool ideas for what we want to do in the future. We're just now kind of starting to get new material and wrap our heads around what the next thing might be. But in the meantime, we're touring and really trying to craft our live show as best we can.
Yeah, I mean, as much as we love what we're doing, I think we're also very dissatisfied in a good way. In that, man, we want to keep evolving. We want to get better. We want to get better on our instruments. We want to get better at playing a show and really putting on a show. And so we're about to hit the road. We'll be on the road for the rest of the year, and then really start working hard on writing our next album. We're like high school sweethearts that it's like they get together when they're 14. 18 hits, they can buy cigarettes, and so they want to branch out, date other people, but then you finally realize we're just meant to be married. And so I think we realized we were meant to be married. We're like grumpy old men, but the prequel of that.
Being that we were friends first, and we've certainly had far more interests that we've shared outside of music, which is good. And sometimes we have to make a point to find those things again, because it can't be music all the time and friendship, and we have a lot of the same circle, our friends, and so you got to be able to turn it off. I don't think we've ever thought about not making music together, but I think we make a point of not discussing or doing anything musically and just kind of being friends.
We're Jamestown Revival, and you're watching Grammy Pro.